My first job was as a camp counselor. And the reason that this is important, I started at day camp locally and then went to overnight camp, worked a bunch of summers in Maine. So I am also chair of the hiring committee at Benesch. And so I interview a lot of law students, and so many of them are so intent these days on getting a job at the law firm. I want to push the mail cart or work as a docket clerk in the law firm. And I really do encourage folks not to do that. That's fine. If you want to do it, that's great. It'll make mom and dad happy. But I encourage people to do more interesting things. And if they could be a camp counselor, I will find that in the interview, it is so much more entertaining to talk about that and their travels than it is to find out whether the mail cart was squeaky or essentially how they spent their summer when I know exactly how they spent it. So this had to be circa 1974 or 1975. Went to see Jay Giles. Okay, fine. Jay Giles, fun band, good show. The more interesting part about that show was the opening act was some guy that nobody knew by the name of Peter Frampton. And nobody in that crowd knew that 2 years later, with Frampton Live, or Frampton Comes Alive, whatever the name of the album was, we were witnessing what would be for a long time the largest selling album in the United States. What makes me most proud is the extensive international legal network that I have been able to create over the last 25 years. So I am chair of Benesch's global transaction practice, and over the years through ACG and other bar association events, I have created a network of lawyers and accountants worldwide, just about any jurisdiction, so that when our clients call or my partners call or even friends and they're looking for counsel overseas, just about any place, and you'd be surprised where I have friends, we're able to get them good counsel. In a lot of jurisdictions we have multiple folks, so we can handle big deals, or small contract matters. But the best part of the whole thing is that over the last 30 years, I have been able to collect up friends worldwide, and it is absolutely one of the most entertaining things you can have to just know that anywhere we go, we can find somebody to hang out with. ACG for me is really all about the network. It's all about the people. There are great programs, and I applaud all the programs. I'm at a lot of the programs. I've learned a lot, but really it's all about the network. It's about keeping in touch with all the people in Cleveland who are doing business in the same industry, in the same space that I'm doing. It's about using that same network on a national basis. So we have our Great Lakes Capital Connection, which is the Midwest ACGs getting together. We have our ACG Intergrowth, which is national and now international, getting together next month out in Las Vegas. And getting that network and being able to use that network to help me build my business and to help some of the other folks who are there make introductions, introducing private equity folks to investment bankers, introducing foreign counsel to some of the local private equity shops, working with the insurance brokers and the accountants who are all part of the ACG Cleveland network, and allowing us to use those introductions to help us be known, be better, and build our brand. I am a partner in our corporate and securities department, so I specialize in merger and acquisition work. I am vice chair of our private equity group. And so through the private equity group, I do a lot of buying and selling of companies in the middle market. And then also, if we're on the buy side, I will then represent those companies going forward for all of their legal matters. The dynamic forces continue to remain that there's a lot of dry powder, there's a lot of money out in the markets. That is driving a lot of buying and selling. We have a lot of entrepreneurial family companies that are looking to sell. We can make the introductions to them, to bankers, and to private equity groups. And I think for the foreseeable future, that is going to be the driving factor, is just simply the amount of powder out there to buy and sell companies and keep the economic engine rolling and keeping my table quite full.